listen to.
Yes.
How many of you are new to the business? New, great, awesome. Welcome to Jubilee. I hope you're having a good experience so far. How many of you feel like you are making the most out of your My.tupperware subscription in your account? No? How many of you could use a little help figuring out how to use it? Okay, great. That's why you're here, and that's what I'll help you with. There's a lot that I could say about My.tupperware. I'm not going to be able to touch on everything that could be helpful. So by all means, if you have questions as I go through it, I'll save a few minutes at the end to ask questions. If we don't get to you at the very end, you can come see us over there in the corner. Tupper Tech Talks, we can get into a little more detail, a little more one-on-one help if you need it. But here's a few things that we're going to cover. One, important account settings. This is in no particular order, by the way. Account settings, tasks and alerts, contact manager, homepage widgets, Salesforce website, and various tools and online orders. So I'm going to touch on these things, again, in no particular order as they're listed here. But if you have questions, write them down and we'll cover them at the end. So first and foremost, I'll start with the home page, since that's the first thing you see when you log in. I just want to ask, how many of you know that you can customize the way your home page looks? I've seen a few hands earlier that you didn't know you can do that, so that's one thing I definitely want to highlight for you. Your home page, there are some things on the screen that we place there for you because we want to make sure that you see them. Like in the top left corner, you see Cheryl's video. There's a new video every week covering the promotions of what's going on there. So that's going to stay there no matter what. There's another section right next to it that stays there with some quick links. But aside from that, the rest is yours. You can customize it as you see fit. In order to do that, if you look on the far right side, there's a little button that says Edit Widgets. Click on that widget, or click on that button, and you'll get a list of actually dozens of different widgets, as we're calling them, little snippets of information that you can plug into your home page. And by the way, what I'm saying here doesn't just apply to the home page. It also applies to if you go to Community in your menu, and also if you go to Reports in your menu. Those pages are customizable as well. So same thing I'm saying here applies there. But anyway, click on the Edit Widgets button. You get a list of all of the widgets available. We have dozens, quite a few, and they're all different types. So there's going to be widgets about reports, various reporting data that we have available for you. There are some related to community, to see what other Salesforce members are posting, images they posted, videos, blogs they published. There are various tool widgets, widgets that'll show you your tasks, what's on your calendar, notification widgets. So there's quite a few options in there. I definitely recommend you go out there and just explore. Just grab stuff, and the way you do this is from this list, scroll through it, see something you like, click on it, hold it, move it over to the left, and then let it go. And wherever you let it go is where it's going to land on your home page. And just explore. See what information is helpful to you, what you want to see when you log in for the first time. And you can reposition them as you see fit, or if you don't like it, you can get rid of it as well. So if you want to move it, you'll see the little 3 lines in the top left corner of each box. Grab it again, hold it, move it to where you want it to be, let it go. Easy as that. There are a few widgets that I definitely highly recommend that you take a look at. One is the progress report widget, as you see here on the screen. This shows your current progress towards the next level. Whatever your current title is, it'll show your progress towards the next title. And it does it with this cool little graph and shows you a percentage. You're 50%, 60%, 70% there towards your next level. And it'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get there. Another one, highly recommend, is the business snapshot. Shows you your performance for the current month, sales, recruits, etc. Incomplete tasks. is a good one that you probably should have in front of your face when you log in, because these are things you need to do, or we highly recommend that you do. The type of tasks that will show up in My.Tupperware are leads. Leads are good, right? Okay. So people go to your website, they fill out your contact form because they want you to contact them. So there's a task that says please contact them. So you definitely want to have that in front of your face. And events. If you manage your calendar, if you put your events on your calendar, then you should have that in your face when you log in. Just my recommendations, but again, feel free to explore. Account settings. How many of you know there's an account settings section? Some of you may not have found it. In the top right corner, and I understand it doesn't say account settings, it's just a picture, it's just your picture and a flag. But in the top right corner, your picture and a flag, a little drop down arrow, click on that. That's how you get to your account settings. As you can see here, click account. And once you get in there are various settings that you can control. A couple things that I highly recommend you take a look at if you haven't done so before. And all new consultants should be encouraged to, when they create their account, to go into the account settings and configure it as they would like it to be. Now, I'll make some recommendations for you. First, starting with the community profile section. The community profile section, just your basic information, name, phone number, address, city, state, that kind of stuff. But that has an impact in how information appears on your website for those of you that have plus or higher accounts. So you want to make sure that's how you want it to appear. Your name is how you want it. If you have a nickname as opposed to your formal name, make those changes. If you don't want your phone number appearing, you can select that as private, those kind of things. Also, down at the bottom of this page, it's a little cut off in this screenshot here. Down at the bottom of this page, you can insert the URLs, or the website addresses for your social media accounts. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, there's one I'm missing, YouTube. You can put in the website address to all of your social media accounts. And by doing that, the respective logos will also appear on your website. So when someone goes to your website, they'll see a Facebook logo, a LinkedIn logo, a YouTube logo, so that they can go to see your social media pages. Notifications, definitely a section you want to visit. If you haven't done this, I really urge you to do this because we talked about leads just a moment ago. When people go to your website, fill out your contact form, well, the system sends you a notification, or at least it attempts to send you a notification if you've set them up. It, unfortunately, is not something that's set up for you automatically because we don't know what you want the settings to be. You have several options. You can receive a notification in your My.Tupperware inbox. You can receive a notification at your Gmail, your Yahoo, your AOL, if anybody still has that. You can receive a text message. So it's your choice. So go in there, you'll see all of your email addresses there. Select which one you want to receive the notifications at, or if you want to receive a text message, which I prefer personally, you can put in your phone number. You'll have to go through a verification process, but it's pretty simple. You just put in the number, they send a message, it says, is this really you? You say yes, and you're done. And from that point forward, all notifications will come to your phone. You can also, down at the bottom of the screen, specify which notifications you want to receive. You may care more about some than others. I definitely highly recommend that you make sure you receive your new task notifications, because those are the ones that are usually more important to your business. When, again, someone goes to your website, fills out the form, it creates a task that says, hey, Mary Smith visited your site, please contact them. That's a task, and so you want to get the task notification. Maybe you care about the billing notifications, maybe you don't, that's up to you, but you can choose which notifications you want to receive. The subscriptions is also another area in the account settings. But let me just talk about new consultants coming into the business in general. When a brand new consultant is recruited, definitely please encourage them to sign up for the Plus account, at least for their first 30 days, since it'll be free. Gives them a chance to experience and to see what the Plus account offers and what it's like to have a website, as opposed to going straight for the basic account. If you go for the basic account, you just get basic access. You get access to the system. You don't get a website. You don't get a contact manager. You don't get tasks. You don't get a calendar. So you don't get all the frills with the basic account. So you might as well take advantage of it, at least for those first 30 days. You will have to put in a credit card. Even though it's free for the first 30 days, you will have to put in the credit card. It just won't charge it until 30 days later. If you decide you don't want to continue, you can downgrade before the 30 days are up, and you can avoid that charge. Now, once you established your account, you can upgrade or downgrade at any time you choose. Just go to the account settings area again, go to subscriptions, and then you can move up or down, downgrade to basic, downgrade to plus, or upgrade all the way to platinum if you so choose. Just a couple things to note: when you upgrade, upgrades take effect immediately. So, I say that because the timing of things may not work out as you expect. If you upgraded to, or let's say you were just charged for your Plus account last week, and then you go in there today, let's say you want to try Platinum. If you upgrade to Platinum today, you're going to get charged for Platinum today, even though you were charged for Plus last week. So we recommend, if you want to upgrade, do that a day or two before your billing date is expected, and it does tell you when your billing date is in there, so that way you don't, maximize your costs there. Downgrades, on the other hand, will not take effect until the end of your billing cycle. Since you've already paid for it, we want to make sure you keep it for the period that you've already paid for. Also, make sure to save, hit the update user button at the bottom, especially when you're making changes to your subscriptions. Sometimes our customer service people, they've told me that a lot of people miss that sometimes, and they think they've downgraded, or they thought they did, and it really wasn't. Tasks. So there are a few things that the system will automatically create tasks for. I've said many times now, leads coming through your website. That's probably the most popular, the most common example. Other examples will include new team members, new people joining your team. When someone joins your team, well, for directors and up at least, I'll say that, you may get a task that says, hey, Jane Doe has joined your team. Reach out to them and welcome them to the team. So that's another example of a task that will be created for you, for which I would recommend to turn on your notifications. But all of this is to say that in the top bar of My.Tupperware, you have a little bell-looking icon and a number. Those are your notifications. These are the same notifications that will be sent to you in email or by text message if you selected that. If you did not, this is the only other place that you're going to see that notification. So this is like the fallback plan. If you see a number there, click on it, review them, so that you know that there's something out there where at least we're recommending you take some sort of action. You'll also see billing notifications and things like that in there as well. Just click on it, it'll give you the most recent 4 or 5 in this little quick view box that you see here, but then there's a link down at the bottom to view more and view details. Tools. Under your tools menu, you have quite a few options. Your inbox, your contact manager, tasks, calendar, and also where you manage your website and view your website orders. I'll start with the website and the website orders. So one of the options there says My Website. Unfortunately, it's not. Let me back up. The circle is covering it up, but it says My Website. If you go there, you can customize your website address. If you signed up for your My.tupperware account and maybe you didn't realize, okay, that what your username meant, that controls that affects your website address. If you want to change it, you can do that there. You have a website, anyone that goes to your website and they end up placing an order on Tupperware.com, you get credit, as you should know. And this, if you go to Tools and then My Website Orders, this is where you can see all orders that are allocated to you through Tupperware.com. For each order, you'll be able to see things like the customer's name, what they purchased, what the retail sales were, and what commission you should expect to receive at the end of the month. One thing that I'll point out is that you may not see the customer's email address or the customer's name. And I say you may not, it's because there's a privacy concern there. If the customer has selected to receive email communications, then you will be able to see it. If they have not selected to receive email communications, you will not be able to see their email address. So some of you may wonder why sometimes you see it and sometimes you don't. That is why, and it is based on what the customer selection was when they placed their order. This is an example of where the information is available. Continuing on with the tools menu, let's talk about the contact manager. Again, people go to your website, they submit the form. When they submit the form, not only do you receive the notification, assuming you have it turned on, not only will you see that little task alert icon in the top of the screen, not only will you see a task in your task list, but the person will also be added to your address book, to your contact manager as well. Leads that come through your website will be categorized as such, so there'll be a contact type of lead versus someone that you manually entered yourself. The contact manager has several cool features, one of which are call scripts, which can help provide you with tips and suggestions on word choices when it comes to reaching out to that person. I'm not a sales type of person. That's why I work in IT. I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of guy. So I don't have the words to convince her to make a purchase. You might have your own words, but if you need a little help, the call scripts can give you some guidance. You can add notes to your contacts. You can create tasks and associate them with your contacts. And I don't have a slide for this, but there's also a history option in there that shows you all the history of that customer, all communications with that customer, which can be very helpful. Salesforce website. I'm gonna talk a little faster because I'm gonna run out of time here. The Salesforce website, how to find things. First and foremost, the Salesforce website. Everything that we post, everything that we change, shows up in the last 14 days. And I know that's like the Bible for a lot of us. We make sure we look at the last 14 days so that we know exactly what is the newest thing. Whether it's a new promotion or whether there was a revision or an update to an existing document, it'll always show up in the last 14 days. Aside from that, as you can see, we have quite a bit of categorizations on the left-hand side of the Salesforce website. And I know that this sometimes makes it difficult for you to find what you're looking for. We have a lot of materials out there, and I know sometimes it makes it difficult for you to find what you're looking for. So, for that, I want to highlight some of the key areas for you to find some of the key things. First, the party prep and recruiting section. This section will always have your catalog, brochure, information, samples, sales aids. Basically everything related to customers and hosts will be in that party prep and recruiting section. Product knowledge, where you can find product knowledge. But the For You section contains everything that's for you. This would be the promotions, you know, sell $500 this month and you can qualify for this cool new gadget. All those things will be in there. More benefits, all of the programs, Confident Start, WOW program, DIQ, all of the trip incentives, all of that stuff will be in the For You section. Now, let me back up for a second. You'll notice that some of them have these little plus signs next to them. Those are the ones that you can expand. Click on the plus sign, it'll expand, and you'll have subcategories in there to help you narrow it down. If you just click on the heading For You, you're gonna see everything. And that might be a little bit too overwhelming. So if you see a plus sign, I recommend you drill down and go to a subcategory. That way you have more of a filtered view as opposed to 100 documents, you have 10 to review. You know. The best days to go and look at the Salesforce website are definitely on Saturdays. That's when our sales weeks begin. That's when we send the My Week emails out in the morning. That's when all of the new promotions and the new offers and anything new will be communicated to you. They'll be in the email, but they'll also be on the Salesforce website. The last Thursday of the sales month is when we release new mid-month brochures and samples. And every third Saturday of the month, which is right after the mid-month brochure closes, that's when you can check out any newest Salesforce recognition. So, that's it for me. I will actually just take one or two questions for those that have them, and the rest you can find me in the back, but let's start here.
Thank you for all the information. I have a question. So some of the changes you were talking about early on that we can make to our page and go in and change, do those have to be done on a computer or can they be done on an iPad? Because I know sometimes on an iPad it's hard to do those things. Is it
You should be able to do it from any device. My.tupperware is mobile friendly. If you are having issues with an iPad, then by all means, please let us know because we need to look into that and address that.
Okay,
but yeah, whether you're updating the website, you should be able to do that from any device, from your phone now, actually. Any other questions?
Just really quick on Chrome, the pop-ups don't seem to be working. Is there an issue with that, or is that my computer?
Pop-ups?
Well, not pop-ups. Like you know how you click on the left-hand side of your person on your Salesforce, and you should be able to get their name, their address, all of that right there. I can do it in Explorer, but not Chrome.
Okay.
It might be my computer.
Let me come and see you after this because I need to get a better understanding of what you're referring to.
Okay.